Today we'll talk about how to make camera shake using the new geometry attribute constraint and geometry node. Let's create a geometry network. Add a point. Connect this object to the camera using geometry attribute constraint and see that the camera moves to the point's position. We needed the point's position to be added to the camera position. To do this, change the mix mode to before original full. Now we see how the point position is added to camera position. Let's add some noise. Remove normalization so the noise is centered around 0. Choose one dimensional. Set the details to 0. Let's connect the noise to scene time and add the scale which will control the vibration amplitude. We see that the camera is now shaking. How do I set up vibration on one axis now? Switch scale to multiply and set the vibration only on the z-axis. Thus the camera begins to oscillate only along the global z-axis. Let's say we want oscillation along the local y-axis. Set multiply to y. This is where the after original full mode comes in handy. It allows us to influence an object in local space. And if you turn the camera, it will be more noticeable that it oscillates along the local axis. Now let's add some more noise to our setup. This time we will choose the Voronoi texture and switch it to one-dimensional as well. Since Voronoi is entirely in positive space, we'll subtract 0.5 on all axes. Return multiply to scale mode. Let's add two noises together and add another scale to the end. Make the frequencies of the noise different. For example, for Voronoi texture we will make it 3 times per second, and for noise texture we will make the vibration 6.5 times per second. For small oscillation we will reduce the amplitude. Now both large and small oscillation are visible. The large one can be softened. Now let's talk about how to see this noise to make it easier to configure. For this we'll need position node and separate vector. But right now we only have one point, so let's create a grid. Now we can look at our noise. Let's disable the small oscillation for now. Now you can see how all the setting of Voronoi texture node affects the result. Let's bring back the high frequency oscillations. After adjusting the low frequency oscillation, you can fine-tune the high frequency oscillation as desired. Don't forget to switch back to seconds when you finish setting everything up. Let's do something more complicated now. Yes, that complicated. Delete everything except point. For this example we'll create Suzanne, a camera rig, and animate the camera's movement. Add the camera to our node tree. Now the points follow the camera movement. Create a simulation zone and end joint geometry node inside. Plug the camera into joint geometry as the second one. Back the result of the last frame. Now we have the entire camera movement path, and we can modify it. Let's turn the path into a single spline. We can add some semblance of momentum to the camera's movement. Subtract the position at the previous index from the current position. Let's make the maximum 0 so that there are no negative indices. The sudden changes in camera position have become even more abrupt. With blur we can bring back the smoothness of the camera path. Finally, let's add some noise. If you don't connect anything to the noise, it will react to the camera position. Let's attach the camera to our path. Connect the result to the output node. Switch to pose mode to add a constraint to the bone. There is already one constraint here, so we'll add our before it. The camera has moved to the position of the point with index 0. Despite the bake node, geometry node might perceive this as a dependency cycle. Let's remove the cycle. To do this, instead of a camera, we connect an object node with empty field. In index field, we enter the hash frame -1. Now the camera flies along our new path. When noise reacts to position, it feels like camera is driving on a bad road. We can also use time or indices in noise, for example. Overall, with this setup, we have many more options for changing the camera path. These were 3 ways to add camera shake using the new geometry constraint. Thanks for watching.